You know, it's all about arriving at a point, you know, arriving somewhere in life at having learnt something. Even if you are a bit battle scarred, you know, you got to get there with a bit of style. You know.
Have you, as very public persons, experienced sort of a rough treatment from the press as well?
Is that a loaded question?
What?
Is this guy funny?
Yes, I've received extremely rough treatment from the press.
And loved every minute of it.
Yeah.
Fuck them.
You know, I'll leave you guys to talk about this one, okay?
Well, you know,
look at the view.
Yeah, I have recently, as you probably know, suffered at the hands of editorial zest from the tabloids. You know, they get an agenda and they think they, you know, they are sort of power mad, you know. They've taken place of justice.
They forget who the star is.
Yeah. No, they don't want anyone to be stronger than them, you know.
That's right.
That's the problem, I think. They, it's, forget about me, I mean, you know, they mess with me, they mess with everyone, they mess with, no one's left alone. And what I feel sorry for is my kids and family and stuff like that have to put up with having their parents destroyed, you know, for when you've done nothing wrong. I don't care about it. I'll tell you right now, whatever I've done, you know, I don't care about that. It's when you have to deal with a constant onslaught of dehumanization and demonization, you know. It's freaky. It has nothing to do with you, and you have to sit there and deal with it. And you can't get back. There's no laws to help you. There's nothing for you to fight back with. And it's in England that it's a terrible situation because now essentially the tabloids have taken place of justice. And that is really bad for a country. It's an Orwellian nightmare. Big Brother is here.
Yeah.
His name's Murdoch. No, it's not really.
Rupert, Mr. Rupert.
But it is the Murdoch effect. You know, he's turned. I don't know, he's proud of it. I'm not putting him down here. I don't think. I would say that he's quite proud of the effect he's had on the papers and the profits he's made. But the problem is, you have a whole generation of working class, especially, that know nothing. You know. There's an entire generation there that hasn't got a clue what's going on. And I think they're sick of it. Because I walk down the street in England and everybody's going, yeah. See, no one believes it anymore. Or if they do, they're idiots. But, you know, that wouldn't be difficult, would it? If you've been bred on that. And so I think it's out of step with the people now. I hope it is. For England's sake, you know.
You think they've sort of reached the limit for how dehumanized they can be as press?
I think they have. I hope they have. Because if they haven't, it's not the celebrity that's next, it's the people on the street.
Yeah, so
big time.
Well, so
and then you've got the end of civilization as we know it. You know.
It's already there.
Well, you might as well, it sort of is there, you know, because they treat the people with such utter contempt. You know, it's insulting.
Yeah.
It really is insulting.
And you've been treated with utter contempt as well in the press.
Yeah, I've done nothing wrong. We've done nothing wrong, you know.
You've been a star.
Celebrities.
More than that.
You see, from about the Second World War onwards, the Mirror used to be a fantastic paper, as far as I'm concerned. It used to provide the working classes with proper information. On the whole, it was, you know, it's a little dodgy, but attempt to provide the working classes and anyone else's. But it was a working class paper. The information about what's going on. Its purpose was, you know, freedom of speech to pull down people who were full of it and were scamming or doing things wrong.
I read to you from the making of the Soviet system.
In fact, that's what it's like to live in London as a celebrity. It's like living in the Soviet system. There's bugs on your telephones. There's guys outside with telephoto lens and trench coats and cars watching you all day long. And if you don't do anything that they can make a story out of, they'll just make it up for you, baby.
So basically, it's all over.
Yeah. You know, I think what we've learned is our sense of humour is kind of really important, and that's kind of the grounding of being Australian. And
yeah,
you know, where we come from, our roots are really important, you know, and that's what keeps us together and keeps our heads on. Because I don't know many people that can do what we've done, let alone, in my own instance, deal with what I've been dealing with from people. I realize I'm a very, very strong man.
Yeah.
I really am, you know. Really learnt that about myself.
You've got this H.G. Wells quote on the record cover.
Yeah. It's a great quote. Good old HG, eh?
Yeah, it is. It really is.
Yeah.
Is that sort of a bit? Is that sort of something you've learned through the years, that people are being pretty hypocritical?
Oh no, I think rock and roll is kind of based on enticing people to be free. You know, it is. It's all about.
Yeah.
It really is about enticing that out of people and seducing them in a sense.
Yeah, the bands are rarely free themselves.
Yeah, that's true. And so yeah, we hope we've done our bit. You know, you got to be. That's right. You got to be free yourselves. You know?
That's right.
Too many bands are locked up in kind of. They really get locked up and they lose their freedom and they get stuck on this or stuck on that, or we've got to be this, we've got to be that, or until they might as well have been a postman, you know.
So you still think that's sort of what some people
time to get there too.
Boy, do they.
So you still think that what some people regard as a cliche of rock and roll still applies to, at least in
Some
excess
of the
way.
cliches are cool, you know.
Yeah.
And
Some of them are ridiculous and
Yeah.
stupid, you know.
Which ones are the ridiculous then?
Well, I think anybody that thinks rock and roll is, you know, if they've convinced themselves that sitting around in hotel rooms throwing TVs out windows and
that all
going,
medicine-
"Whoa," that becomes Spinal Tap. You know, Spinal Tap is a
and that's
cliche
all
we don't
medicine
want to be
like.
near. You know,
You know, it's
we've lived our lives really fully, and we've got a lot of richness out of that. You know, it's nothing to do with money; it's to do with people and experiences. And,
absolutely.
and we've all been through all that, and we're very lucky to have had that,
And to come out intact.
and to come out fine.
Yeah.
In fact, I think we're
Slightly.
stronger as a band today than we've ever been.
Yeah, I delivered her in our bathroom. It was great.
In your bathroom?
Yeah, I put a big sheet
Did you
down.
cut the umbilical cord?
No, it wasn't any time. She was not breathing.
It's kind of heavy to do that anyway.
Yeah, it's okay. I didn't need to.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's like I'm a bit traditional when it comes to these things.
Cutting a garden hose.
Yeah. So she had a knot in hers.
Really?
Yeah.
Already?
Yeah.
Wow.
She wasn't breathing. So, but no, it's. I knew it was going to be great. I've always wanted a child, and you know, it's a wonderful thing. I feel like I'm part of the human race.
Yeah.
I love her dearly.
Is that a new feeling?
Huh?
Is that a new feeling?
No, but it's certainly But it, you know, it's having a child is like a combination of feeling like that it's the most unique experience in the world and the most universal experience in the world.